Hi, and welcome back to Casablanca Cargo. Here's part 2 of the Wintertales journal that I am working on. Here are the pages now put together to make my signature. And this is, of course, there's only 10 pages in the whole pad, and that includes the cover and the back, which is the back page was in the pad, just little cut aparts, little bits to fussy cut. So now I'm just using the bits and pieces that I had tore in the previous video to make a few more sections and figure out what I'm doing, because I'm just making this up as I go along. Now sometimes when I can't tear the edge because it's just too tiny bit that I need to get off of there, I'll just use those deco edge scissors, and I still get a rough edge, rough enough to mimic what I'm going for. And now I'm using the faded denim to distress the edges on the sides here. I use that on all of the pages in the signature, and also I use Mermaid Lagoon at times for different elements. And here I'm just trying to get the sponge eventually starts breaking down and sheds all over the desk, so I'll just cut off a hunk of it and start over with a clean edge of the sponge. These are some of the tags and circles, and with this one I'm going to put it in to this page, or onto this page, as a little side little tuck pockety thing. I'm going to use the jet black, my little tub there of jet black, just to distress those edges, just for something a little bit different. And oh my, just so many elements. I just used tacky glue to put this in, and then I'll just put a tag inside that pocket later on. Now this is one of those winter scenes, and I wanted to put one of the fussy cut images into the winter scene. So with the little pink scissors there, I trim away the white as much as possible. And I don't have any fine tip glue at the moment, so I just use the tacky glue and spread it with my finger. And because the paper is scrapbook weight, it worked fine, and I was able to get that onto the page. And so now it's a whole different look for it, but I really like it. I liked how it turned out. This is glossy accents, and so I'm just going in and dotting it to put some shine onto the stars in the sky. That's what I'm doing with the next set of pages here. Just, I forget who it was, but somebody used to say on YouTube, I'm going to hit with the glossy accents. And I don't know, it just tickled me, and I wish I could remember who it was that said that. I don't think she does videos anymore, but man, she was talented. And here's a little reindeer, and I'm trying to figure out what to accent for him. And yeah, so just set these to the side to dry. I'll work on that a little bit more in a bit. Here's the fairy, which when I saw this in the paper collection, I thought, oh, I love it. I just love it. And she's, well, you can see there, it's just such a pretty detail to her outfit, and it's just gorgeous. Here's a little, jeez, bird. I'm just gonna call it bird. I don't know what kind of bird it is. Oh well. Anyway, it's just the paper is just so lovely, and I'm trying to bring out different elements to dazzle the glossy accents. I don't know if it works or not. Here's Mermaid Lagoon, and I'm going to use some of my stencils. This is one of the Tim Holtz Christmas winter stencil. We've got some snowflakes here, and I will blend the Mermaid Lagoon. Yeah, that's blurry. And I will blend it with the faded jeans and put some snowflakes on the well, there's a blank in my head now. The paper that, what kind of paper did I use? The paper that I'm using from the paper pad that I showed in the previous video. It's sketch paper, but it's real nice quality. Kind of heavy duty. And just, having a go at making some snow. Have a go at making some snow. Back to the fairy. And I bought some remnants from Joann. And I love it when I can find really unique remnants there. Somebody bought probably a whole bunch of this, and this was the end of, I don't know, that section, that roll or whatever, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty, I gotta get it. So, for a few dollars, I got this beautiful netted leaves with golden leaves, and now I've never done something quite like this before. So it's a little fiddly. I'm trying to figure out which way to put the leaves onto her wings, because I can't just leave well enough alone. And I thought it would be unique, to give her a more of a 3D element on the wing sections here. So, as you can see, I'm just turning, manipulating, trying to figure out. And I do use most of that. Spoiler alert, I do use most of that. I think it was about maybe a quarter of a yard of fabric with the golden leaves, and I use it throughout the journal. This is the dreaded Fabri-Tac, and first I'm putting glossy accents because I thought maybe it would sparkle behind the behind the netting, and then I put some of the Fabri-Tac down, and then the leaf section, and then eventually I just have to set it aside to dry. I have to get the I have to get it all glued down quickly, though, because that Fabri-Tac likes to bubble up. Had a little piece left of what I had cut out for the fairy wings, and I decided to do something about this reindeer. He just needs something. And so there I am fiddling with the bottom now of the card, the card. Yeah, right. Well, it does kind of look like a card, doesn't it? Anyway, the bottom of the image. And instead of him just standing there in snow, he's going to stand there in some golden leaves. And now we proceed to the dreaded fussy cutting. I wanted to put a little fairy image onto this piece right here that you can see. And of course I have to fussy cut it out, so I did. And then I cut more of a division between her and the branch. Now that little piece where her hair is flowing out, I did not feel confident in cutting that out too much, because I don't have a fine tip glue at the moment. So I'm going to take it. Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to take it. Show yourself. Show yourself. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you can see there. It's still there. So I'm going to take some hickory smoke and go over some of that stark whiteness so that when I do glue this piece down, it will kind of fade away. Yes, I know I've violated the rules of fussy cutting, but I can only do what I can do. So there we are. So, it's not quite as stark, and, I'm okay with it. I think it looks fine. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And here I am again, back in with those gold leaves, because I just fell in love with them. And I was like, oh, I just love these. I'm just going to put them on. I did not put them on every page, but I tried to be, artistically discriminate when I would place them into one of the images on the cards. I keep calling them cards, on the pages. This one was sort of this floral thing. It's pretty, but man, it just gave me a bit of a run trying to figure out what to do with it. But eventually I think I came up with something. You'll see later. This is going to be a pocket, and I thought, well, should I put it? I'm just going to put a pocket all the way across, and yeah, well, you'll see. Here I am, tearing. Boy, you think it wouldn't hurt, but man, my fingers, at the end of of the crafting session would hurt when I had to tear that paper, the really tiny bits, like that, with the ruler. After a while, I'm just got wimpy fingers, I guess. I don't know. But this again is the faded jeans, trusty faded jeans. Pulling off the score tape now. And placing this across, and then something's happening. And then at some point, I don't know, I thought it wasn't going to fold. It was going to bubble somewhere. So I cut it in half and divided the pocket. I don't know. I thought maybe it would have trouble. I'm not sure. So that's what I did. There it is. And I'm still, when I look at the front of this, like, what am I going to do with the front of these? What do I do with these flowers? So let's go to the cover page. Let's put that aside. Let's go to the cover page. I had decided that I wanted the reindeer to be my cover page. Yeah. So the paper that I had glued to the back of it wasn't going to work. I wanted it to be the scrapbook paper. So, say that too many times and I get sick of it. I just cut that piece off and go through what I have. This is that one of those sections of the 4x4 that I sewed together to make a bigger block, because I said I could use it for possibly a page or pages instead of just, having the 6x6. So I guess that's fairly 12x12 at this point. Again, I don't know, but I think so. And I want to put the fairy on this page, on the 6x6, somewhere on the cover page. It'll be on the back. You'll see. And this is why I sewed it together, because now I can tear it wherever I want to, but I still will have a hunk left over with a different, a unique, a one-of-a-kind design, because I sewed the 6x6s together. And now I haven't glued it in yet because I don't know which way I'm going to put the fairy, either facing from the back like this, but then it covers up too much of her wings. I don't like that, and I don't mind if it will stick out a bit. If I do it this way, you can see her on the last page, but I think I want her on the back page. So this was a piece. This is a spoiler right here. This is a sneak peek. I made a snippet roll with the little tiny cut, the little tiny bits from the 6x6 pad. But I'll show you that in a while. I don't think it will be on this video. Probably the next video if I have the footage. But you will see the snippet roll show up. So this is where I decide I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more paper. Isn't that fun? Just, crafting. But, this is actually why I do love junk journaling, because, I made a mistake. Now I have to start over. No, I don't have to start over. What I have to do is come up with a way to give her give her more space. There we go. I'm going to go back into that 12 by 12 that I sewed the 6 by 6s to create. Grab a strip here. And I'm going to just glue that on the side. And because the paper is, it coordinates really well. Every page just coordinates really well. Now I understand why, as far as I know, I have never taken just one paper pad. I don't do printables. I have so much scrapbook paper, but I never just took a whole. I think maybe once I did. Once. Let's say I did once. I did a graphic 45 nursery rhymes little journal. I sold that on my Etsy shop. But for the most part, I will just take paper from all different kinds of pads and put them together, and but now I understand why the appeal of just one paper pad, just one, collection, as they say, because it does all coordinate. And even though I paint myself into corners like this thing here, it's not long enough, it's not big enough, it's not wide enough. I want her wings to show. Just go back into the paper collection and grab some more section and put it all together. And of course it coordinates. So yes, I see the wonderfulness of that. It's just one less thing that I would have to smoke my brains over trying to figure out what do I do now, so this, I get it now. Well, it's coming along, but there is more to come. See you soon.